Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Blank to Bank Fishing. Today I'm reviewing the Fox EOS 10,000. So today I'm reviewing the Fox EOS 10,000 and the version that I'm reviewing is this one. So this is the baitrunner version of the reel. If you're new to fishing, you don't really know what baitrunner is. Basically what baitrunner means is you have two separate drags. So you basically, this clip at the bottom is what you can use to set that. So when you've got your rod in your holder or on your stand, the fish can basically, you can set the drag for how tight the line is. It can take the line, and then when you start to turn the handle, that will clip that on like that, which means it'll then change to a different drag that you've done up here for playing the fish, because you'd want it tighter for when you're playing the fish, but when you got it set up, you'd set it down here and have the line looser so it can take the line freely. So some places call them a free spool reel. Fox don't actually call them a baitrunner, but that's what most people refer to them as being, so that's probably the easiest way of me explaining that. Now when I first got this reel I thought it looked quite big compared to what I was expecting, but actually it is actually quite a nice compact reel once I got used to it, and I've been using some smaller before that for quite a while, so I think it was more just one of them things where I hadn't quite got used to it. Now I actually perceive it's been quite small really compared to some of the other reels I've been using. So the reel itself weighs 450 grams and it is pretty light. I actually use this on sonic extractors, and what I really like about that is that it's still balanced. They're not too heavy, so it's just about enough that I can still use that and they feel really quick and reactive when I'm using them. There are 5 ball bearings for this, so it is a very smooth action, and you probably can't hear it. It's almost silent. It's very, very nice to use. I really do like these reels. In terms of your line capacity, if you're using a 0.33 diameter, you fit roughly, I did make a note, I think it's about 320 meters. And if you're using a thicker one of 0.35, it's 260 meters. That's to give you a bit of an idea there, but you can keep plenty of line on here. Now the whole reel itself isn't all made of metal, the majority is, but there are plastic parts on there. However, it does feel like a quality reel. It doesn't feel plasticky and cheap whatsoever, and it's got a really nice finish throughout. On the handle, it's rubberized, so when you've got wet hands and or freezing cold, you've still got that grip, which I really like with the reel as well. It really is just such a smooth action when you're using it. You can see it comes up like that. Now when I've spooled these each time, I haven't had any issues at all with the line layer, any issues with it coming off at all. These aren't really like I wouldn't say these are budget reels, because they're not. I think these retail roughly around £67, something like that. So it's not budget in my eyes. That's quite a lot of money to people, especially when you've got young kids and stuff like that. These are quality. You step up from something like this is going to be, kind of long, harsh Shimano's or something like that, but it'd be quite a step up and quite a bit more money. Fox do also do a front drag version, which they refer to as an FD version if you're not keen on the bait runner. I hadn't ever tried Fox reels before, and I wasn't really sure about giving them a go, because most people tend to like sticking with Daiwa or Shimano, but I'd heard a few good things, and I'm really glad I did try them, because I haven't regretted it at all. These are probably my favourite reel at the moment in terms of usage, and I do use them probably for most of my fishing at the moment, I'd say, to be honest. It's a really nice black finish even on your bail arm as well, so it's kept really well. I've been using these literally most of 2021, and they're still really, really good condition. I do look after them, and it's not that they've taken a real beating or anything like that. I do look after them, but I haven't had to do any maintenance or anything like that, and they've still continued to do what I've wanted them to do. Something to consider if you're looking to buy this reel is they don't come with a spare spool. I know some reels don't nowadays, but they don't come with a spare, so if you're looking to have different diameters of line, you're going to have to pick them up separately, and they're about £20 odd. They're not particularly easy to get hold of either. When I was having a look online, it's difficult to find places in stock a lot of the time, so it's just something just to bear in mind with that. Although I'm sure if you look hard enough, you'll manage to get it. Now, Fox do make a pro version of this reel, which is actually it's about £100, so a little bit more, and basically that's much more metal in the body. Basically, has a wooden handle, has 7 bearings. I think there's some other 9 bearings even. Sorry. And has super slow oscillation on that, so you'd actually get an even better line lay. If you got the money, I'd probably suggest that'd be better. But as soon as you spend that much, you're kind of moving up into them premium reels anyway for your bait runner style. It's a really reactive reel. I haven't had issues with it. I haven't had any problems with line getting under the spool at all, like I had previously on some Sonic reels that I was trying. So it's definitely one I would recommend. Your kind of competitor for this, for the price, is what you'd have to consider is for the 60 odd quid you'd be spending on this, you can get a Shimano bait runner, the ST 10,000 as well, and they're a really good reel. My brother actually uses them. He loves them. They look really tidy. He uses them with, I think, Daiwa Black Widows. They look really nice. I haven't tried them myself, as in I haven't used them for a long period of time to be able to compare them to this and say to one's better than the other. But they are really, really good reels as well, so you have to bear that in mind. I personally chose these mostly because of aesthetics for me. I'm not really keen on the double handle thing. These look really tidy to me. They fit with my other kit, and I just really like the look of them. They don't look too dinky. I don't want a kit that looks too dinky for the fishing I do, and they kind of lived up to it, so they are good. The line clip on them as well, that's really good. That's metal there, so I haven't had you haven't got to have any issues with that popping off or anything like that. I think it's actually potentially it's plastic on the Shimano off the top of my head, but I could be wrong, so don't take that as gospel. Definitely have to get it yourself. Something to just bear in mind with this reel is the handle releases by a screw here, so you literally just finger tight screw that down, and then the handle will fold in like so. So the handle comes in, you can obviously fold it to whatever angle you were doing it at the time. So it's not one of these quick release ones where you push it down and it folds in, so that's something to bear in mind. It doesn't bother me though, that literally takes seconds to do. As you can see, literally just twist it back up and you're straight back in the game there. Takes 10-20 seconds or so, but there you go, and it's straight back on. If you are interested in looking for a new reel though, and you want something to try that you think actually you want to try something new, I can definitely recommend the Fox EOS 10,000. Really good. As I always say with my reviews, I'm not paid or given anything free with this or anything like that. This is something I bought myself, and I've just used for a period of time, and it's a good bit of kit, which is why I wanted to let you guys know about it. Yeah, really tidy reel. I will continue using these a lot unless I'm on kind of your real big kind of gravel lakes and stuff. I'll be using this for most of my fishing really. So definitely check them out. I hope you enjoyed my review of the Fox EOS 10,000. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you to everyone who has liked and subscribed in this first year, and got me over 200 subscribers in the first year, which I was never expecting at all. I basically made the channel just to show my kids, videos of fishing at first, and then started doing some reviews, and that's kind of how it's escalated from there. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Tight lines.